Pokemon Masters, a long time ago now, I made a video called My Pokemon Gym, in which I sort of decided on this gym where my team would be Teddiursa and Snorlax, two bear Pokemon, but with little ties to sleep, and I would sleep in the woods, and it became the origin story for Team Snooze. My evil team. What if I was an evil team leader? A video that, like, you know, it spurred response videos. I got to see other people's evil teams. What if I was an evil team like Aqua, Magma, who are the other ones? Rocket or Plasma, you know the deal. What if I, Birdkeeper Toby, had my own evil team and it was Team Snooze, based with it on Pokemon Sleep and tied to my Instagram account, Bird Sleeper Toby, in which I just seemed to nap at all of the events I was at. I had a lot of fun working on that, and I left, and I will leave in the description of this video, a sign-up form where you could sign up to apply to be a member of Team Snooze, and so many of you responded to that and applied to that, and then people roleplay as Team Snooze in the Discord server. We pretend that the Discord server admins are admins of Team Snooze. They've even got a rival team that I've incorporated into the lore called Team Thnaks. Maybe one day I'll do a big compilation video on all of the Team Snooze lore. But I wanted to do this video. What if Team Snooze won? What if they just won? What if you didn't beat them? What would that be like? What would that world be like? Where no hero trainer was able to stop the might of Team Snooze and they achieved their goals. And what exactly are their goals? Well, they're led by me, and my goals involve selling to you as many of these jumpers as possible because they're genuinely comfortable, and if a jumper doesn't work for you, we've got them in t-shirts, we've got the Tree of Evolution posters, and at the end of the year, it's all gonna be gone, so please grab them while you can and get comfy. Like, this is gonna keep me warm every holiday season, for hopefully a really long time. I think so. I will be napping in this jumper for sure. But yeah, let's talk about Team Snooze, because what do they want? And I suppose, like any evil team, they want to rule the world. But the mantra, I think, is world domination at minimal effort. And so it seems to be the case that somehow the Team Snooze boss, Toby, has in fact managed world domination. How does he do it? Well, not by sitting on some throne and dictating orders to people, but rather by infiltrating the world of Pokemon Dreams. See, we know the Pokemon Dream World is a real place that people can travel to, and in the world of Pokemon Dreams, Birdkeeper Toby has figured out a way to overpower and defeat the champions of the various regions. He is going to use the power of the legendary Pokemon Darkrai, the ultimate Team Snooze weapon, to threaten these champions with eternal nightmares. So what they're going to have to do? Well, they're going to have to abide by his rule, and his rule is a peaceful, chill, easy, free ride life for those of you who have signed up to Team Snooze. What's that? You didn't sign up to Team Snooze? You're not a Team Snooze grunt? You're a heroic trainer from one of the many regions, starting with a starter Pokemon. You've even beaten champions before, and you think you can take on Team Snooze? Alright, well, you know, you might do so by teaming up with the rebellious force Team Thnaks. They're all focused on food Pokemon. You're talking your Alchremies, your Tropius, Sinistchai, that would probably also be a Team Thnaks Pokemon. And they're about high energy and eating a lot of energy. And, you know, Snorlax is a big part of what they have going on as well. And they hate Team Snooze. Team Snooze are napping in queues to shops where they want to eat foods. So, you know, it's a stressful time to be a Team Thnaks member, so they're the rebellion that you might find yourself teaming up with. And in a world where you conquer a Pokemon region and you become a champion, yeah, you might have a chance to go about the Pokemon world, because remember, Team Snooze are in every Pokemon region and take on the various admins. At different points, they have different strengths. There's this, like, low-level admin that I think has, like, a Bulbasaur, Shroomish, and Celebi. You'd probably beat them pretty early on in your journey. You might think, what's Celebi got to do with Team Snooze? Celebi actually has a lot to do with the world of Dreams. I covered it in a recent video talking about basically how it's a Pokemon that time travels, and it travels to the future, but specifically it travels to peaceful times, and it may tie into the world of the future being the world of our dreams. It's a whole thing. It's a low-level admin. It doesn't matter. But that low-level admin is probably going to give you the scoop that across the Pokemon world, there are 4 Pokemon admins, and they don't actually exist anywhere in any of the Pokemon regions. They exist in the Dream Worlds, masters of particular types of Pokemon. They are flying, electric, ground, and fairy type, and each one of them controls a Therian form of one of the forces of nature. These Pokemon exist and thrive in the Dream World. The flying leader has the hypnotic Noctowl and the songbird Altaria, as well as, of course, Tornadus. The electric one, he's got that nightlight lantern and the counting sheep thing that you do when you go to sleep. That's Ampharos, and then, of course, Thundurus. The ground-type leader, there's not a lot of great ground-type snoozy Pokemon, but they've got a Slacking and an Ursaluna, you know, the moon Pokemon, and then, of course, Landorus. And the fairy leader has Wigglytuff and Mimikyu, and then, of course, Namorous. And these 4 admins are scattered across the Pokemon Dream World. You'll have to take them on where you learn the location, the secret location of the Dream Palace, which is where I, the Snooze boss, am. Now, in order to access the Dream Palace, you're going to have to access the Dream World by a number of particular points, going to sleep in certain locations in the Pokemon world, with the Pokemon Cresselia on your team. Oh, you'll also learn, of course, about Team Snooze's plan to kidnap Professor Burnett, the leading expert on Dream World Pokemon. You will, of course, stop that and, yeah, learn about Cresselia, get Cresselia, and then if you go to sleep in any of these locations, you will access the Palace of Dreams. They are the Pokemon Tower in Kanto. You must spend a night and sleep there. The Ruins of Alph in Johto. In the Hoenn region, there's a particular Mirage Island that only seems to appear somewhere between day and night in the twilight. In Sinnoh, of course, it's the old chateau. Where else should you spend a night to enter the Dream Palace? It's a place of Pokemon theories. In Unova, the Dream Yard, of course. In Kalos, the Reflection Cave. In Alola, it's the Altar of Sun and Moon. In the Galar region, the Slumbering Well, of course. Where else? In the Ore region, I hear there's a Mirage spot somewhere out in the desert. And in the Paldea region, it's Area 0, the special room with the markings on the floor. You know the one. That is the room where if you go to sleep there, you'll be able to enter the Dream Palace. The Dream Palace is guarded by a duo, a double battle that own Latios and Latias. They also have a Slowking and Slowbro, a Galarian Slowking and a Galarian Slowbro, and a Hypno and a Marshuna. And these are their Psychic-type Pokemon. It's a Psychic-type double battle, but you can defeat Latios and Latias. You'll also find in this place Togekiss just happily flying around. They come from a realm that's a little bit more peaceful, and it seems this place, the Dream Palace, actually is quite peaceful. And you'll have to battle your way through the Dream Elite Four, made by myself, plucked from different places across the Pokemon world. Caitlin, she's a bit of a Team Snooze expert herself. Agatha, the master of nightmares. Valerie, who dreams to become a Pokemon. And Larry, you know, because Larry. These people have become my 4 horsemen of the Dream Apocalypse, but you are a strong trainer, yeah, and with Team Thnaks' help, you'll be able to invade the Dream Palace and ultimately beat them, meaning you'll finally make your way into the Dream Chamber, where I can see all of the Dream World and manipulate reality from there to give Team Snooze whatever it is they need. If you signed up to Team Snooze, you have it pretty good. I'll question you being there. Why would you come to stop this? Why not just join Team Snooze? Join us and relax forever. But you're a protagonist Pokemon player, so you say nothing. I look at you puzzled. You seem to have some deep philosophical point. You'll have to battle me to prove your worth. And so, the battle begins. My first 2 Pokemon are pretty light, but they are necessary. Hypno, the Pokemon that sends you into dreams, and a Shining Noctowl. And you might think, wait, why a Shiny Noctowl? It's my dream. I can do what I want. Of course, you'll swat these Pokemon to the side like they're nothing, but they're just getting you warmed up. Mega Altaria is next. Yes, I have Mega Evolution. And not just Mega Evolution, my next Pokemon also knows a Z-move, and that is the special Z-move for Snorlax. An ace for Team Snooze. Can you believe you're already battling it on the 4th Pokemon? Not only that, but this Pokemon Gigantamaxes as well. A Gigantamaxing Z-move Snorlax. You might think that's a little bit overpowered, and well, yeah, you'd be right. Especially because it can terrestrialize as well. Look, this is the Dream World. I'm the Dream Boss. I'm gonna be OP. But you know, you have access to tap into the dreams as well. You can have a Mega Evolving Z-move using Gigantamax Terrestrial Pokemon if you want also. But the Snorlax will take its toll, and yeah, you'll struggle against it. If you defeat my Snorlax, I will tell you that you are about to enter a world of nightmares and send out the Blood Moon Ursaluna. It's ties to the moon, of course, but you'll remember that in my original Pokemon gym, I had Snorlax and Teddiursa. This is what the Teddiursa has grown up to be. But you know, you can defeat a Blood Moon Ursaluna. That's 5 Pokemon down. Number 6, I send out Roaring Moon. But as I send out Roaring Moon and you battle it, you notice that not only are you stuck in a Pokemon battle, but also Legends Arceus style, you're having to run around, deal with these nightmare creatures that are appearing from the floor. The Dream Mist turns a nightmarish purple and black as Darkrai comes from them. You're going to be dealing with both a Pokemon battle and then a Legends Arceus style Noble battle at the exact same time as Darkrai moves around you and causes nightmares. And this is the part in the video, of course, where normally I would tell you that you did it. You are just that strong a Pokemon trainer. Congratulations. But this is what if Team Snooze won. So you don't do it. You lose. You're trapped in the world of your nightmares. I, Snooze King, ruler of dreams, Birdkeeper Toby laughs and says, "You should never have challenged Team Snooze. Now I can continue to use my power over people's dreams to influence the world, to allow the best lease of life for Team Snooze. You really should have signed up." Which, you know, you can do using the link at the top of the description. Also, while you're down there, head on over to the merch store and pick up some of the Team Snooze merch, because once the Team Snooze merch is gone, that will also be gone forever. That is what would happen if Team Snooze won. But let me know, what about you and your evil teams? Would your evil teams be winning, or what role would you play in this empire of Snooze that would last 1,000 years? Yeah, even if the physical form of Birdkeeper Toby dies, the nightmare would live on within all of the people alive for as long as that Darkrai exists. And that's pretty hardcore. So hi, Pokemon Masters.
Hello there, it's me, Professor Oak. This video's over, so please choose another one wisely and quickly. Bye-bye.
Thank you anyone who has ever contributed through Patreon, and especially the big patrons of this month: Lucas Gates, Anthony Lee, Charmander Aznable, Wietse Dik, Pancake, Immortal Absol, and Jed Rubin. Thank you for your incredible support.